should tell. It's been difficult for me to trust, and I'm afraid that cause you ain't never let me empty-handed, and you know that I know that.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping there below is Barclays Center and the borough of Brooklyn, where there's never a dull moment. Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Brett Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. You'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is a champion, but he said, growing up, I never thought about titles. I just wanted to be the best player I could be. When I got to the league, I was listening to all the noise, and it was taking control of my mind. For me, mentally, I have to just focus on my craft. Guys, the results have flown since then.
Clearly. David, thank you. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight, some names out of action.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. Young and Bogdanovich, they have the guard duties. And it's Hunter in at the 3 spot. And for the Nets, the post pair, Durant along with Griffin. Harden out there with Joe Harris. And it's Brown in at the small forward. Some talent for sure in the backcourt tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across from another top-level guard?
Oh, it always raises the stakes. And you want to rise to that challenge. But in the end, it all comes back to winning as a team.
So Atlanta will get the first possession. Here's Bogdanovich.
Who's watching it?
Rejected by Harris. It's Harden with the drive and dunks it right on top of Trae Young. Wow!
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Young taking his time here. Hunter against Brown. Capella trying to free himself up. And that one's good. Hunter.
Well, he can be dangerous in the pick and roll situation with that size. Hunter can't make the defense lay off.
No good. Shot missing. Hunter with some nice defense. Well, the backstory of Clint Capella is interesting, as he was only the second player, Greg, from Switzerland to make it to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, you don't think of basketball right away when you think of Switzerland, but the game has grown so much in Europe over the years. Guys like Capella, who might have gone into soccer at one point, are now gravitating towards hoops.
And Trae just doing a great job being resourceful that time, finding an open space and knocking down a mid-range.
Pass to Durant. 11 feet away. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And Young kicks to Hunter. Outside Collins. Pass to Bogdanovich. Young up top. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the layup's good off the glass. Young's got his second bucket.
But you got to take some chances, and Young will do that, challenging the defense that time.
Griffin against Hunter. Unloads from 13. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Young outside. Good work defensively by Harden.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Here's KD. From down in the low post, it goes.
Well, instead of taking it all the way to the rack, Durant uses that length and soft touch for the floater.
Young dishes to Bogdanovich, driving inside. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Down low. That shot by Griffin, no good. Brown against Hunter. The dish to Young. He kicks to Bogdanovich. Wants to get it to Collins and does. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
That connection with Collins, that's an impressive play and very, very high percentage.
Young with the steal. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Here's Hunter. Capella trying to free himself up. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Capella, one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. It's because of his activity.
Harden the pass to Durant. Harris outside.
Last 2 minutes to play. First quarter.
6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Brown. Over Hunter. And the Nets miss again. The Hawks leading by 4. Young inside. Guarded by Harden. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Harris against Young. Can they get it? And Capella sends it back.
But Capella's reach is so intimidating for anybody on the inside. That's why you can anchor your defense with him.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
That's his first personal.
And for a player with Blake Griffin's physical makeup, it was a big adjustment when he had to deal with injury issues. He really had to reshape his body and his game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Johnson, he's checked in for Durant. Carter comes in for Harris. And it's Mills in for James Harden.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw off from Griffin. And one thing about Griffin and the injuries, Greg, that he went through, he did everything he could.
Weights, conditioning, you name it, because he knows how important it is to be able to elevate. And Griffin needs to be explosive, and he'll work 24/7 to make sure he is.
And Capella sends it back.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Wright dishes to Gallinari. And the pass to Herter. Gallinari outside. The 19-foot shot, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Now here is Carter. Pass to Mills. Over Wright. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And there's Gallinari on the assist from Reddish.
Sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true. But also give him credit for being unselfish.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Nets trail by 9. This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. On the wings, Herder and Reddish. Zhang is out there with Gallinari, and it's right in at the point. Knocked away. 6 to shoot. Bembry the pass to Mills. From deep three-point range. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Atlanta leading by 9. Zhang the bounce pass. Into the lane. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you have to love how eager Kevin Herder is to make an impact for his team.
The roles that he plays, GA, are quite special. I mean, he is a good shooter, but last year we saw a lot of growth in his playmaking ability. He's able to stay on the floor and defend guys at his position, so he has a great IQ on that end of the floor, and his game continues to grow.
First free throw is good. Greg, you're a former player, and now the father of a young NBA star. What's it like to see the next generation of NBA talent move into the league?
Oh, it's an incredible feeling because we all feel like we're a part of this NBA family. And to see the stars we have today, the character they have, the way they approach the game, man, this is the best time ever to be an NBA fan.
Kevin Herder's favorite player growing up was Dwayne Wade, and that's why he wears the number 3.
Bembry the pass to Carter. Going inside. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. The basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks.
Movement in the screen and roll, finds some room, and once Aldridge sets the pick, you got to expect him to roll hard.
Here's Herder. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Bembry. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
His first foul.
It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
When you're defending Gallo, you have to be careful because he's exceptional at drawing the defense into him when he's shooting.
In a moment now to quickly take a look.
It's been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
Another part of the game tonight where they've been effective is to get points in the paint.
And he makes the first.
One thing you love about stars like Danilo Gallinari is how they remind you that basketball is truly an international game.
And especially, GA, for Gallinari to want to come over and play against the best in the world. It wasn't about achieving MVPs and accolades in the Italian league. He wanted to stack up his skill set versus the best small forwards and power forwards in the NBA, and Gallo has had a remarkable career as a professional here in the States.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
pass to Durant. And finished off by KD.
Hey, could you add that one to Durant's ongoing highlight reel? Thank you very much.
And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Nets trail by 14. Harden outside. Millsap trying to get open. And the basket by Harden. Harden's got his second bucket tonight.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
Here's Bogdanovich. Bembry with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Three minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Passes to KD. And the lead is down inside single digits. Durant's got 9.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Gallinari dishes to Bogdanovich. Gallinari outside. He feeds it to Jang. And just miss after miss right now. Nets trail by 9. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Harden the pass to Millsap, and he gets the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Hawks leading by 7. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
And really an incredible playmaker his entire career. Harden has taken that up a notch. And he now often looks for his teammates first.
Come on, get loud for your Brooklyn Nets.
Checked in for the Nets. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Jang. John Collins comes in for Gallinari. Hunter's checked in for Reddish. Young is subbed in for Lou Williams. Here's Young. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Brooklyn with the ball. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Durant. Harden against Young. Over Harden. And the shot is long. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Nets. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Durant. Harden's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Hunter on the wing. He's covered by Brown. To the paint. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Well, Capella at that size really has no issues spotting the open man.
Harden against Young. Millsap trying to get open. It will go down, and the Hawks lead is cut down to 3 points. Nice bucket there from Harden.
Well, the game's 4 quarters, and after a tough first half, he's found his rhythm in the second.
Young dishes to Hunter. Collins looking around. Young against Harden. Just 5 to shoot. Hunter on the wing. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Brown. And Trey Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Brooklyn making some changes. Griffin's checked in for Millsap. Carter comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Mills in for James Harden. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. .29 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Bounce pass Mills. And the wide open shot from Griffin. And he's way off from outside. The Hawks leading by 3. Hunter kicks to Collins. The pass to Huerter. Young outside. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Hawks ahead. They lead by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Good battle going on tonight. What has been the approach?
Well, we're just trying to pack the paint. Those guys are great. So we're just trying to make them see a few guys, get some deflections, and get some easy baskets.
We'll see if he can keep it going in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They have a narrow 3-point lead. Kenny, how'd you see it?
We have to love the second unit. I mean, the effort they displayed, they're doing much more than giving the starters a break. We're seeing real intensity from them, particularly on the offensive end.
And over to Shaq now, your take on the Nets.
I'd like to see them get to the line. To do that, you got to be aggressive. Force the action. Drive the lane. Make the defense react to what you're doing. If they can do that, I think they have a good chance of pulling out a win.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at him.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. The post pair, Durant along with Griffin. Harris is out there with Harden. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And the basket is good.
And that's a nice play. Harden sure knows how to use that body and length inside.
Young against Harden. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. In his first game after starting in the 2020 All-Star Game, Trey Young had an incredible night, dropping 50 points against the Miami Heat.
And Young became the 4th youngest NBA player to get to 50. Only Devin Booker, LeBron, and Brandon Jennings got to 50 in a game at a younger age. Perhaps the most impressive part of Trey's performance, he did it against Coach Eric Spoelstra's Miami Heat, one of the top defensive teams in the league.
That free throw good from Young.
And the next step for Trey Young is just having that ability to focus on the defensive end and make some impact plays there.
And so Young nails them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way, but Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait. Harris passes to Harden. Left side, Brown. That gives them the lead. Brown's got his first points of the game.
How about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Harden against Young. Outside Collins. In the corner, it's Hunter. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Griffin. Hunter, no good.
Capella's not backing down from that. He shoots right into the coverage to create that foul.
The Hawks have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Looking back at the 2017-18 season, Clint Capella, Brent, shot an eye-popping 65% from the field. That led the NBA.
Well, a third of his baskets were dunks during that season, so I would expect the percentage to actually, Kevin, be pretty high. And a lot of those were at the hands of James Harden at the time playing in Houston, who won the MVP that year. But he has the ability to roll and to finish. He has shown soft hands, and he plays defensively. So he's a great big you can put out to complement.
Harden's got 12.
Well, I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
Capella, high post. Kicks it out to Collins. Dishes to Bogdanovich. Reddish with the ball. Griffin on him. The offensive rebound. Capella with the bucket.
Well, there it is. 0 of 3 to start the half, and finally something finds its way through the net.
Harden against Young. Pass to Griffin. Harris, right side. Over Bogdanovich, and Capella sends it back. And here's KD for 3. Rebound, Atlanta. Capella's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Young for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Now it's a 3-point Atlanta lead. Harden up top, defended by Young. Griffin, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Young passes to Capella. Outside, Bogdanovich. Over Harris. Bogdanovich, no luck. The Nets have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Got a piece of it. Here's Brown. That shot off. And Atlanta will come the other way. At one point, they led by 16. Reddish kicks to Collins. Young against Brown. Young, right side. Collins, wide open. He fires. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Collins has got his second basket of the night. Here's Harden on the wing. Defended by Young. And the jam by Harden.
Crafty off the dribble. And the moment Harden gets an angle on you with his strength, it's over.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
The loudest and craziest fans right now are getting free t-shirts. Come on, who wants a t-shirt?
So for the Nets, LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Griffin. Johnson comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Carter in for Brown. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Gorgie Dang's checked in for Clint Capella. Gallinari comes in for Collins. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Williams in for Young.
Gallo's so smart on the inside with his array of fakes and moves. He's always a threat to draw fouls on shot attempts like that.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
That free throw good from Gallinari.
You know, the Gallinari nickname, Gallo, did you know that's Italian for rooster? Look it up. It's fact.
Gallinari hits them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Harden right side. And Harris wide open. He shoots. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 8th assist here tonight. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. He dishes it to Reddish. With the drive, Brooklyn with the rebound. Johnson outside. Inside. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. There's 48 seconds left in the third. Huerter passes to Reddish. Now Jang. He's guarded by Johnson. 5 on the clock. Jang, the bounce pass. That's good from Gallinari on the assist by Jang. That's 10 points for Gallinari.
Nice swing action there. Gallo, he simply squares up and rises to the occasion.
Harden the pass to Johnson. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The teardrop falls in. Johnson's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's Williams. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Jang's got his first points of the night.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Hawks lead by 2. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court right now for the Hawks. They've got Hunter. White is out there with Williams. Then there's Gallinari, and it's Huerter in at the 3.
A good jumper with long arms, and it's that size that LaMarcus knows all that well. Doesn't want to give up any easy baskets.
There's the lob to Aldridge. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Oh, what a pass, and then he lays it in. The circus move.
So smooth. White, the pass to Huerter. Here's Mills, guarded closer. Harris, right side. To the middle. Here's Williams. Carter pulls it in.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Aldridge finds Mills. And here's Carter. Harris outside. Shot clock at 5. Wright outside. To the inside. And Gallinari throws it down.
Watch out below. Gallinari gets up there. You don't see that much from him, but like to see it when you do.
Timeout called, the Nets.
Starting.
And your Brooklyn Nets.
Group substitution here for Brooklyn. Griffin's checked in for Aldridge. Kevin Durant comes in for Paul Millsap. Brown is checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Bembry in for Carter. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Gallinari. Collins comes in for Kevin Huerter. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Lou Williams. And Trae Young subbed in for Wright. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
And during that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear Steve Nash talking to his team. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
Thank you, David. Clock at 6. Mills, that's a two-pointer, and that one comes up a bit short.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Hunter against Brown. Hunter no good. Nets trail by 6. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And it's good for 2.
And that's what Griffin does best. They're remarkable how he maintains control and schools the D.
And Young, here we go. Here's Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. And it's 8 points for John Collins.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
The 11-footer, and that one hits back iron. The Hawks leading by 6. Young pass to Collins. Back to Young. A floater, and it's sent back by KD.
Instinct, timing, length. KD, great D.
And a better box out, saved them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Trae Young.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Durant inside. Working on Collins. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down to 6, and the bucket from Kevin Durant. Young passes to Capella. And it's Griffin with the rebound. The Nets have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Now Durant from deep Harden. And it's John Collins with the rebound. KD against Young. Capella trying to free himself up. They get it back. And the shot goes in. And the Hawks lead by 8.
And how about that hoop? The guard, Trae Young, getting inside and mixing it up a bit.
KD against Collins. And the rejection by Collins. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And the dunk by Capella.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Atlanta.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Clint Capella.
Well, the tone was set by him defensively tonight. Recorded a number of blocks, and that was a big difference maker, intimidating the other team.
And that one is good.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
John Collins, his first foul. First team foul. At the line, shooting for Brooklyn, KD. Stepping to the line with 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 8.
When a player like Kevin Durant gets shelved with an injury, it always raises questions about their return. Will he get back to the level of play that we're so accustomed to? And, man, he came back in great shape and maybe exceeded those expectations.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Durant nails both of them. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Wright dishes to Gallinari. Pass to Llewellyn. Back to Gallinari. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Passes it to Bembry. And here's Mills for 3. Let's keep it alive. It's Thomas outside. No good that time. And so the Hawks take the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thank you very much, guys. Trae, what does a win like this mean in terms of where this team is heading?
I think we're headed in the right direction. I'm super excited about the future here in Atlanta, the future in this team, and I mean, we're heading in the right direction.
Certainly looks like it, man. Thanks very much. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.